You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
The Tigers are going to play in November in the Bahamas, the Baha Mar tournament, and the other teams expected to be there. Purdue, Wake Forest, and possibly Texas Tech. So Texas Tech's going to be good. Purdue's going to be good. If you don't have a roster that puts you in that same conversation, it could be a tough trip to the Bahamas.
Yep. The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Creed. By overwhelming demand, the Summer of '99 tour returns. July 27th, FedEx Forum. With very special guest, Daughtry. And Mammoth. Tickets on sale now at LiveNation.com. Don't miss Creed with Daughtry and Mammoth. The Summer of '99 tour.
1, 2, 3. Ready, go.
Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at LiveNation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit Shinedown.com.
Murray State is going to the College World Series. It's easy for me to pick a team because 1, I love an underdog. 2, I hate UCLA, and I see that opening round matchup. And 3, we are connected to the school's most famous alumni, Ja Morant of Murray State.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt, live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
It's time for our Pick Six, Mike. 6 classics that we're most looking forward to in the 2025 football season.
Las Vegas, obviously, that's the Grambling State University, Jackson State University clash. They're taking 2 iconic HBCU brands going to an NFL stadium in Las Vegas.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on GrindCityMedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
Here we go. It's noon on GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It's a Wednesday, July 9th, 2025 edition of the show. Today on the show, well, it all started great in Summer League for the Grizzlies, and now they are on a losing streak after a second straight defeat by 1 point, this time at the hands of the Philadelphia 76ers. We'll talk about what happened last night in Utah. We are going to be getting on a plane and headed off to Las Vegas, where Summer League in Vegas is going to start later this week. We'll get you ready for that. In addition to that, Jessica Benson covered the entire Utah Summer League. She is going to pop on as she does on Wednesdays. We will get through all of the news and notes of the day. It is a Wednesday. It's nice outside. Smile. Let's do it. Turn it up. Yeah. Hope everybody's having a good day. All right, tons of stuff to get to on the show today, not the least of which is what we saw last night in Utah as the Grizzlies played another Summer League game before they are headed to Las Vegas. And you were not alone if you tuned in and said, "Who is that?" I'll welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Rangers, Body Spray Bandits in your sec. Johnny Bagpole, Johnny Bearcat, the Grim Roser, John Asparagus, Johnny Net Carb, John Lance, Dr. Thunder, he's Yogi Roser.
What up?
Hello, John.
What up?
Devin Walker's here. He's the microphone mangler, Senor Quasadilla, Mr. Math, Navajo Joe. He's the reporter. He's the photographer. He's Sir Hiss. He's Walker 93.
We're lost in the sauce like my chip broke. I got some news for y'all, though.
Oh, news?
I got some news for y'all regarding Vegas.
Shave it for the show.
That's what I say for the show, Vernon.
Okay.
Someone reached out to me via DM. It was not an Insta thought. It was not spam. But I got a message, and I'm going to read it to you.
Okay.
I'm going to read it to you. And I quote, "Hey, Devin, wanted to let y'all know that Target Guy is going to be in Vegas.
What?
He's gone for the last few years. I hope y'all get a chance to run into him. Target Guy, if you hear my voice, the ringing sound of my voice, pull up to the live show on Friday. Be there. I want to see you."
The Doghouse at Resorts World, 10 a.m.
Meet us there. They said Target Guy will be at Summer League.
You know a guy sent me a picture of him.
Yes.
This is probably
the
whoever
same
DM'd
guy,
you.
Same guy, my guy Brent Owens. He sent me a DM.
He sent me a picture of the guy and said, "Is this Target Guy?"
Yes.
And I said, "Oh my God, I think that's him."
He will be in Vegas for Summer League. I want to see you, Target Guy.
Wow, he's coming out to Summer League.
He's going to be out there.
Unbelievable.
Friday.
Wow.
Real hoops junkie.
Also,
Exactly.
I need to give you guys a little heads up, and I need to apologize to one of our very longtime listeners, Carol, who got upset with me yesterday because we were talking about your beloved Bryce Sensabaugh.
Yeah.
And I said that a guy DM'd me, Carol, and said, "You know, that was the Cowboys safety's brother." I misquoted Carol.
he said, Chris, I would not steer you wrong. I told you they were cousins, and they are cousins.
Oh, he corrected you. Dang.
And no, it gets better. Then sends it to me, and he says, look, I would not steer you wrong. Been a long time guy with you, Chris. I wouldn't steer you wrong. If I tell you the Sensabaugh are related, then they're related. Then he says, Chris, we go way back. You know I'd never steer you wrong. And then he DMs Gerald Sensabaugh, the former Cowboy safety, and says, what up, G? I wanted to ask if you're related to Bryce Sensabaugh that's playing for the Jazz in Summer League. And Gerald Sensabaugh DMs him back. He sent me the screenshot.
No, that's insane.
He said, yeah, that's my younger cousin.
Well, let's go.
They are related, so forgive me.
Let's go.
Forgive me. The research has been done. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Carol. I'm sorry.
We apologize.
Bryce Sensabaugh is, in fact, related to former Cowboy safety Gerald Sensabaugh. And he DM'd Gerald Sensabaugh.
Shout out.
we go.
Shout out
to say, hey,
Carol,
man. Yeah, he'd say, hey, man, is that his, is that your cousin?
That's some real research.
He
right
said,
there,
sure
man.
enough. And then sent me the screenshot. So, look, I can't be more wrong. I said that's not his brother. Like, I looked it up, and we were wrong. It wasn't his brother. It's his cousin.
Yeah,
It's his little
yeah,
cousin.
that's his little cousin.
And that is his younger cousin. So,
we go.
remember I said yesterday, which is, it stands to reason, there's not a lot of Sensabaugh,
There's
especially
not.
that would have professional athlete genes,
Yeah.
right? Like, how
Yeah.
many? It'd be pretty odd if they weren't related in some way. But anyway, in fact, they are. So, sorry, Carol. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Shout out to the listeners going the extra mile.
Yeah,
bro.
going the extra mile just to make sure that we get our research correct here. So Bryce Sensabaugh falls into the category of, and this is a very elite category. You end up remembering guys that cooked you in Summer League for many years to come. We were the first. Would you say we're the first? The first. If anybody knew that Max Strus was going to have an NBA career,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was us.
When he put the game winner on John Conchar.
He hit the game winner, and he had like 40 in the game. And we're like, how is a guy like this not in the NBA?
We were not surprised.
He's so clearly the best player on this floor, right? Max Strus. And who knows? Maybe Bryce Sensabaugh will end up that way, or maybe Judah Mintz will.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Judah Mintz?
Sound like a
He destroyed us last night.
biblical character.
You didn't watch a thing. You didn't watch a second.
I will tell you this.
He's the one that killed us.
I will tell you this.
You know what?
When number 55 shot his second air ball, I turned that shit off.
Do you know how?
Who was number 55?
Do you know how dedicated to the craft I am? I had this on.
On like a third TV.
No.
You didn't have it on like the main
Yes, I
TV.
did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I had it on the main TV. You know how I can prove it? I can prove it two
Because the
ways.
stream went out.
Dude. Hey, they started doing like WNBA interviews, and I was like, "What is going on?" And I was like,
Oh, no.
"This is true." Hey, I didn't even care that the game wasn't on. I didn't even care to check what happened to the game. Nothing. I just let that run. I don't even know who they were interviewing or what they were talking about. I just started playing on my phone, and then the game came back on, and Craig Bolerjack's like, "Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. Here we are back at the University of Utah." And I was like, oh.
Didn't realize
The
something
game,
happened.
for 10 minutes, the game just went off. Hey. And when they came back, all right, we need an investigation. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry that just signed a, what, $700 bazillion media contract?
Yeah, and they stream their own games for their own media company.
Why are we in SD?
Oh, no, that's on
You
480.
can't see anything.
Yeah, it's 280p as hell.
Why do we not have HD cameras at Summer League for that?
Utah skimped on the cameras for the Utah.
What
Summer.
happened?
The check didn't clear, bro. So they used the old jumps from the
I
Karl Malone
keep
days.
on-
That's really why they couldn't tell
It's
Gigi
so
would hit a
ba-
three.
It's so bad, and don't you dare do the whole, we all look alike. Mashack and Philanderous Fleming both have the long hair.
But one of them's different colors, bro.
No. every time they're on the screen, I'm like, Flanders Fleming. It's not, how do I say it? Flanders?
Flanders Fleming.
Which
PFJ.
It would be better if his name was Philanderous, like he's a philanderer, like he's a man of
Flandrous.
with many women.
Yeah.
He's just Flandrous. Yeah.
I mean, he might be.
He might be.
Yeah.
He might be. I doubt. If she's seen his highlights, he's not. Because this dude stays getting crossed over.
No, he
oh
doesn't.
my God. He is everybody's mixtape opponent.
He's getting cooked.
Stop it.
He's older. He's kind of unk.
How old?
He's on.
Move
he's
your
like-
feet.
He's like 26.
My
Why
God.
we got all these old dudes on our team, bro?
Like, he's wearing the air cements then, because I mean, he
Because,
is,
Dev, because
he
this
is
is- it's for-
square dancing out there.
Yeah, he's 26. He's 26.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Well-
No, Deb, this is why you have the old guys on the team, is because if they're old
leadership.
and they're still willing to do this, you know it's practice purposes.
That's true.
These dudes are going
That's
hard
true.
as hell.
That's
like,
true.
yeah.
Okay. Nate Hinton, Jeremy Jones, Efton Reed.
Okay,
The
Efton
third.
Yeah, Efton Reed, the
He's
third.
the third version.
He's the dude who in the first Summer League game, all he was doing was like just
Efton?
Dude, he would just like hip check everybody. He was just fouling
that's
everyone.
a bad name too, bro. By the way.
Flanders Fleming Jr.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm listing the Grizzlies starting lineup.
Sounds like a squad.
Nate Hinton, Jeremy Jones. This is double dribble
Yeah.
on Nintendo.
Bro, this is going to be the hustle in the fall.
It better not be.
It's not going to be.
Then
Some
you
of
have
it will be.
Some of these dudes suck.
Yeah, but some of it will
Pause.
be. Some of it will be.
Then you have Jahmai Mashack. Recognized him. Tyler Burton was good. And Tyler Burton, like, that was his moment.
Didn't he
That's
play
his
for the
moment.
Hustle last year?
He played the last 8
That's
games
his
of the
moment.
season.
Yeah, he had his moment.
His best game with the Hustle was a 7.5 rebound game against Long Island.
You said 7 points.
7.8 rebound.
dropped 23
He
something?
well, yeah,
Okay,
no,
it's
like
called growth, bro.
well, he only was there for the last 8 games, and so he didn't play. He played
He's
like
learning
10,
the system.
Played like 10 minutes a game. Yeah.
I
But the
will-
fact they brought him to Summer League does say something.
I know they do, we're big on dog recognition now, and like they're trying to identify guys. I feel like Zach Kleiman and the rest of the crew, they just went through this and they were like, you know what? Who's got the most awesome names?
No, for real.
Because Flanders Fleming and Lawson Levering, Aaron Estrada, Bo Montgomery.
From
I was
Memphis,
like,
by the way. Lausanne stand-up.
Ace Baldwin Jr.,
Another great name.
Efton Reed?
Ante Brizovic.
Yeah.
Ante Berzovic.
He sucks, too.
Damn. My man had played
Why
3
don't-
minutes and 50 seconds and had 2 fouls and nothing else.
Why can't Will
tough.
Magnay get in the game?
He's hurt.
He's
He's hurt.
Wait, how do you know that?
He's hurt. It was reported with the Cedric Coward stuff.
How the hell he get hurt? He didn't play.
He was hurt. Like, yeah.
Come on,
I
Will
guess it'll work
Magnay.
out
How you
for
get
him.
to Summer League and get hurt? This your chance, bro.
I think it was one of those things. I think DeMichael or Drew Hill tweeted it out, but it was after the Cedric Coward thing, so nobody was paying attention to
Okay.
it. Everybody was just talking about Cedric.
So no Baycott, no Gigi Jackson, no Zion Pullen, no Javon Small, no Cam Spencer, no Jalen Wells. Nobody played.
Will Magnay.
Hey.
Fun fact about Will Magnay, has only played in 1 career NBA game, played for the Pelicans against the Lakers. So if you see a picture of him in an NBA game in the Pelicans jersey, he's being guarded by Thanasis Antetokounmpo, and that legit is the only game he's ever played at.
Is that because you did your little Getty image thing?
Yes.
When you found all them 280 PS photos?
Yes.
Okay. Like
Yes.
jazz cameras. Shout out to our boy, though, man. No cap in his rap. He said, I am an underrated shooter, bro. You know what he did last night? Pow. Knocked down 3 threes.
He did.
All
Our
right.
boy from Tennessee, man.
So I talked a lot with Gary about this earlier. Let me just say this. I'm gonna get a little bit overboard on this. On the Mashack thing. The thing that Mashack has that gives him a true advantage over many of his peers is that he is a wing player who is great defensively, who totally understands what he is in the context of a basketball game, right? It is very, very hard. In fact, most guys get drafted upon showing a lot when they are in college, right? You don't get guys that get opportunities after they've averaged 6 points a game, though they were a 4-year player in college. And so then you wonder, like guys like Mashack, like how are you getting this opportunity? And again, the offense, we will see if it comes around enough. But one of the things we talked about in regards to the NBA Finals and the teams that made it there was everybody kept using the same buzzword after the draft. No, not the Grizzlies, everybody. Every team started using this new buzzword, optionality, right? And that means the ability to play against different teams. You also saw the wingspan and defense thing, as I talked about. That was a theme of the draft, and it was a theme of the Grizzlies draft as well, right? It filled wingspan and defense. And it was like, because one of the lessons of Oklahoma City is if you can play fast and you can create turnovers and you can get in passing lanes, now all of a sudden those offensive deficiencies that might very well show up in half-court basketball, you don't have to be a great half-court basketball player if you are a guy that can create all manner of runouts, right? Like they were scoring literally a quarter of their points off of turnovers. Offense becomes easy. So defense got back in style. Thus, a guy like this getting an opportunity. But all I'm going to say is a guy like that has a real leg up because we have been through all manner of wings here. It is the thing that Jalen Wells was able to do that many of the guys in the past struggled to do, which is I can star in my role. I can play this role, and I know exactly who I am within the context of this team. And a guy like Mashack has played alongside Dalton Connect. He's played alongside Chaz Lanier. He's played alongside, right? Like, he's always known. Like, that's what he does. He's a role player. It's what he is. A lot of the guys, whether it's Zaire Williams, whether it's Jake LaRavia, whether it's David Roddy, whether it's Vince Williams, whether it's G.G. Jackson, whether it's – name them. You have seen – it is hard nowadays. And I keep going back to that interview that became viral during the finals of Alex Caruso on J.J. Redick's old podcast. And he said, you know, whether you go to Summer League and you go to the G League and whatever, and he goes, these guys think the teams are looking for a CEO. They're looking for a janitor. That's what they want. They're looking for a janitor. They're not looking for, they've got the CEO, bro. And that's not you. So somebody like a Jahmai Mashack, I just hope he can knock down the three. It was nice to see him knock down 30. And he said he can knock down three.
No cap in his rap, man.
Look, because that's the only shot he's going to take. Those guys, boy, that's a struggle. When you are, that's not Zaire Williams' game. That's not David Roddy's game. That's not Jake LaRavia's game. That's not G.G. Jackson's game. You know, you hear these old guys say, you know, Jeff Teague jokes about this a lot. And when the older guys, when it becomes, he talked about how he talks about how Derek Fisher, he's don't get it messed up, young blood. I used to cook and blah, blah, blah. Go find my own highlights. He goes, your ass going to be standing in the corner one day too. And then Jeff Teague said he was standing in the corner, and he's like, damn, man, he was right. Like, that's who you are.
He got mad at him in a moment.
They're stars and role players. And all I'm saying is with somebody like Mashack, if he can develop into, he is very again, I'm not saying pro. Summer League Lou Doherty. He is. Yeah. It's the size, it's the length, it's the ruggedness, it's the fight. And then it's like, but he's never going to be a guy that's giving you 14 points, right? Like, again, you've got to be able to knock down a couple shots when they come to you, keep the ball moving, which the 9 assists was good in the first one. I've been impressed. I mean, the 10 fouls is annoying in the first game, but whatever. That's, you know, he's playing hard.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was like a playmaker either. Like, I didn't realize how, like, you know what I'm saying, just having the ball in his hand, being comfortable with the rock in your hand.
I'm just happy
Tennessee,
with him.
He never had the rock in his hand like that.
He seems like the kind of guy that's going to come into a game and get some steals, and we're going to love it.
Yeah, this is the trade.
You know what I mean?
The trade balls he hit, swing. You know what I'm saying? That next pass, knock down the trade.
It is nice to hear him say that, you know, he did have the confidence in himself that, like, yo, I can shoot the ball. Like, I can do more things than I showed on the court.
That's what I'm saying. How many guys don't know what they are?
Probably 75% of the NBA.
75% do not, and in fact, think they're being used wrong.
Exactly.
That's why I'm saying a guy like him oddly has a leg up just because he has no illusions of grandeur.
Yeah.
He doesn't think that he'd be scoring 20 points if he was used somewhere. He's already been playing like this.
Well, the other part
Keep
is
the
like,
ball
too,
moving, defend. That's what you do.
Well, the other part, too, is like at Tennessee, when he's telling us that, like, at his press conference that he can do more, I'm sure at Tennessee he thought, I could do more, but that's not what they ask me to do.
Right.
And I will do what they ask me to do.
And that's
and he's willing to do it.
To Devin's point, that applies to literally 15% of the league.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of guys think they can, like, yo, if I get my shot, bro, I can cook. You know
and they don't want to do what's asked of them.
Nah, it's like I want to
No,
cook.
G.G. Jackson was frustrated that they don't run plays for him.
Exactly.
Bro, you don't get plays run for you.
Just
when
who?
look, and I mentioned this to Gary. It's that old Draymond Green interview when he's talking to all the kids at the summer camp. 2 guys get to do whatever the hell they want. The rest of y'all are roles. That's it. That's the NBA.
Yeah.
2 guys can do whatever they want. And he's talking about Steph Curry and Klay Thompson at that time.
Yeah.
The rest of y'all, you're filling a role.
Yeah.
Figure out how to be awesome in your role. And that's the same group he's talking to. And he's like, how many points a game do you think Patrick Beverly averaged in high school? And they're like 12, 6, 8.
45.
And he's like 38 or whatever.
Yeah.
In Chicago at the highest level. Everybody can. Everybody can. You know, look, we sit in here and we joke, and he jokes, about himself. Tony was Big 12 Player of the Year.
A bucket, bro.
You know what I mean?
Bucket.
But to have a 14-year NBA career, you don't get to be a bucket anymore.
Yeah.
That's it.
No roll. Now you got your jersey retired in the Raptors.
And that's all I'm saying. When you see these wings come through, that was the blessing of. I really believe this to be true too. I think you see this. You see guys, you see older guys, and even some guys have come back. Like you see, like the Knicks just signed Yabusele or whatever, right? So guys that have gone through it and then they come back. Oh, now I got to figure out what you have. The vet guys, right? And then how many wing guys are you seeing now? I'm being honest. And you think about Oklahoma City, and it's these second rounders and undrafteds. And I honestly believe there is something to that. I really do. Because the first round guy was a first round guy because he was the best player on his team, right? And so he was probably the best player on his team. And now it's like, okay, now I'm not the best player on my team. And in fact, I'm actually the 10th best player on my team, or maybe the 6th or the 7th or whatever. And I've got to kind of figure out where I fit in all of this. But, you even look at their team. You look at the one that just won. It's Aaron Wiggins. It's Alex Caruso. It's Lou Dort. It's, Keyshawn Wallace was late first, right?
Yeah, no, he was lottery.
Keyshawn Wallace was lottery.
He was the Derek Lively.
Who was the other one that I'm thinking of?
And you said Wiggins, so.
Yeah, but those are 3 of their major ones that played throughout the entire playoffs, right? Wiggins, Dort, and Caruso.
Isaiah Joe.
Yeah, Isaiah Joe was second round.
Hey, think about ours.
Kenrich Williams.
Look at the ones. The one that took the bull by the horns was freaking Jalen Wells.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was supposed to be Vince Williams, who proved to be better than LaRavia, Roddy, and Zaire.
Yeah.
I think there's a humbleness that comes with it. Maybe.
Maybe.
A humility that has to come with it. You're also, the other thing is, you are fighting to have a career when you're second round or undrafted. The first round guys are made men. If they never do anything, they got $10 million probably? I guess late first you're talking. But they've certainly.
If you're a top 20, if you're a top the money, 20
bro.
pick,
They've made money.
Mm-hmm. You've at least got 2 years, no matter what, that you are guaranteed the money before the options kick in.
And then there's also an entitlement that comes along with being a first-round draft pick. They
roll out the red carpet for you.
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure. Names on the billboard.
That's
what
right.
I'm saying? Yeah.
And there's an entitlement that comes along with that. And all I'm saying is I think there's something to this. Even, by the way, who guarded SGA the best of anybody?
Nembhard.
Second rounder. right? You can find this happening all over the place.
Yeah.
It's very strange, but it's part of it is figuring out how to be. And I'm not telling you that Jahmai Mashack is going to turn into something big. I'm just saying there is a track record now where we're seeing guys that are able to be role players and fill that role. And that's been that is exactly why Vince Williams and Gigi Jackson could not get on the floor when it mattered.
And I think that's why I personally think Jalen's so good. I think Jalen has an understanding. He understands what he is.
Yes.
He does.
He understands where I fit in the pecking order.
He's
what I
2 years
do.
removed from Sonoma State, bro.
Exactly. He has an understanding of what he is.
That's what makes me
inflation
super
at all.
excited about Coward.
Understanding of what he is. No inflation of what I'm supposed to be.
You probably would get a different Cedric Coward if he spent a year next year at Duke. Seriously. He'd have a different attitude than this year. I mean, bro, he played 7 games.
Yeah.
The basketball he has played is at Eastern Washington.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. And then before that, a school that no one has ever heard of.
Willamette or whatever.
Yeah. Willamette.
Willamette, yeah.
Which I only know because of wines.
Tight.
It's wine country.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Willamette,
Willamette, Oregon's got like some of the best wines going.
For real?
Yeah. But I mean, again, I didn't even know there was a college there.
Yeah.
Much less that a lottery pick.
There's a lottery pick there. There's a future lottery pick
We
there.
didn't even know.
They're going to name that city Cedric Coward University in a little bit, man.
Who knows? But
said.
I do think that, like, with the guys that are the second rounders and the undrafted, you're seeing they're more apt to be able to fit in. They don't have illusions of grandeur, right? They don't. Jahmai Mashack knows he's never going to be the best player on a basketball team.
No.
He's already acted like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, he's literally the only player that any of us have ever heard of that put on a jersey last night, and the only one that has been drafted by the Grizzlies. Wouldn't you go out and take 28 shots?
Exactly.
Right? It's just not his DNA.
Nah.
He's just not. Wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
You're literally the only player that the Grizzlies have spent a draft pick on. Everyone else is sitting out. I would take, Gigi Jackson would have set the record for attempts.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear Bennett actually looked it up? He does not have an assist.
In Summer League?
He's played 2 games.
I asked him if he's passed.
You want me to? I'll take it one
Has
step.
he passed?
I will take it one step further. Gigi Jackson has played in 18 Summer League games in his NBA career. He has 9 of those. He has 0 assists in.
Look, bro. Hey.
Half the games he has no assists.
All right, we still got a little work to do.
Still got work to do, yeah.
He had no. So when I was looking at
little self-awareness,
I was looking this up. He has a 2-game stretch where he had 6 assists and 4 assists.
That's when they bust his ass?
And I was like, okay, so that's there. That is there.
That's when I told y'all they told him to stop dribbling. Remember that?
Yeah.
When I told y'all that?
Oh, yeah.
They told him to stop dribbling.
So he had to.
He had to swing.
They put him on a 2-dribble max.
You got to swing, bro. But I think he's just trying to show off what Tuomas has been telling him to do. Get downhill. And if getting downhill does not equate to passing, I'm just going. I did like that story. Was it
0?
0 is crazy.
He's 20 years old.
0?
I know. It's
Bro.
Straight X, but wait, square butt.
You would think one time
you would make a mistake,
No. But one time you drove and kicked.
I'm sure he did. They just missed the shot.
Yeah, he probably missed a shot. Come on, bro. Give us a shot.
I don't remember.
If you're gonna ask me, do I remember a Gigi Jackson pass in his career? I'm gonna tell you no.
What's your favorite? Hey, to be fair, and y'all know it's my dog. My dog Trip don't pass either.
I don't really remember a lot of Jaren passes. I don't remember a lot of Jaren passes. They just got him passing this year, though, because he started seeing that double team.
Yeah, my dog Trip don't be passing that rock either, bro. If you go look at how many assists Trip be at. He figured out towards the end that he got to, get off the rock a little bit.
Keep the ball moving.
Oh, he catch that mud. Oh, boy.
He started to when he started getting doubled.
Yeah.
He started getting doubled this year.
If he catch it, though, no, you ain't getting it.
No.
Yeah. No. You were not getting it. So
that's why Ja's the key to everything.
Exactly.
Because he's the only one who passes.
KCP will pass. We got some connect. We got some connectors now.
Yeah.
Ty Jerome pass.
Ty Jerome will pass. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? KCP is going to be great for those, for the Jalen Wellses and the G.G. Jacksons and the Vince Williams of the world, and the Jahmai Mashacks, all those guys. All of them.
Yeah.
When you get into training camp, he is exactly – you need somebody like that people can look up to. Not only is he an OG who's won, beyond that, he's figured out how to have a 15 to 20-year NBA career and make a fortune being a role player. Yeah. Right? This is a good living. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, I bet Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is going to make $100 million in his career. What's he made? Go look. What is his career earnings?
Let's see, I got you.
I'm going to bet he's going to end up over 100.
Oh boy, yeah, he's going.
Yeah,
he good.
These guys
bro.
now are
His cap breakdown of his career. Oh God, he making more than that, bro.
He's made $126 million.
Yeah. As a role player.
Somebody can, what I'm saying is, he can sit somebody down and say, you can make $125 million by defending your position and knocking down corner threes.
Yep.
And not being an a-hole. And not dribbling. Have you ever seen Kentavious Caldwell-Pope try to cross somebody over? It's never happened.
Never.
He knows exactly what he is.
And I get you.
And it's like,
pass to me, LeBron. Pass to me, Jokic, and I'll make the shot.
Yes, just learn.
What I do.
Learn from him, bro.
And I'll
Let me
guard
try
my
to find
spot.
his high school.
Learn from him.
We're gonna find out he was like a 5-star.
Of course he
recruit. Let me
was.
see, hold on.
Played at Georgia, right?
Yeah,
He was a huge
He
recruit.
played at Georgia.
He was a huge recruit.
Bro, he was a #1 shooting guard in Georgia.
Yeah.
Number 10 nationally coming out of high school.
Huge recruit.
Like,
Huge.
Come on, bro. GG. Talk to KCP.
And this is $126 million that he's made. That's incredible.
He was a 99 rated prospect coming out of high school. 99, like 2K.
yeah.
And look at that. Role player, $125 million. So maybe we talk about vets. GG, that's your guy, bro.
Yes.
Low key, I was thinking about this because I've heard, since we traded Bain and they, how they built the roster, it is, they're more flexible, more optionality as far as salaries and how the salary cap is constructed and everything. But it's like, but they're not a better team now as they're built without Desmond Bain. I don't know if that's true. I think they are better top to bottom than they were last
Now
year.
you're coming around.
I think they are.
Well, they have better players. They have more good players.
Like, would I
They have
rather-
more good players because Jock Landale is good and Ty Jerome is good and Cedric Howard, we're hopeful, is going to be good. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is good. And it's like, you have more.
The one is Ty Jerome. It's like you just hope Ty Jerome's not a one-off.
And
you
then
just hope that's not a one-off.
And then you have Brandon Clark coming back, right?
We getting Tyler Johnson.
Yeah, right. Like you're right. Like
Jerome.
he's really. When you go look at his career. It's 1 year. He's had 1 year that he's been really
Bumpy
good.
Johnson-
Contract here.
And then
Bumpy
it's
Johnson was
like-
cold, that contract year boy from Miami. Remember that?
Tyler Johnson got like a $50 million deal or whatever.
Bumpy
yeah.
Johnson was hooping.
Yeah.
Left-handed. I know Ty Jerome's not going to beat it. I got faith. No. Let's go, Ty.
But the other thing is this, and this is my fight against the world about Ja Morant, is that I understand everybody's been so down on Ja nationally, right?
Right, rightfully so.
Can't stay healthy and blah,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. Bro, Ja Morant is one of the very few basketball players in the world that truly makes everybody better.
Yeah.
His gravity, I have watched him. Look at all those guys. Has anybody gone on and been better? Anybody that's played here. With him.
You're talking about.
He got the best of Steve-O. So if you want to say Steve-O.
Steve-O was good before and
Steve-O,
after, though. Steve-O was.
Steve-O was a
yeah.
He was also going down. He wasn't even starting in New Orleans.
Yeah, but New Orleans.
That was-
I don't think that's a Ja thing though with Steve-O. I don't think that's
Tyus'
that.
best season was when he was our backup point guard.
Yeah, Tyus was. Tyus was good.
Look at all. Look at all.
D'Anthony's haven't been the same. He's
D'Anthony
had
Melton,
injuries.
Zaire Williams, David Roddy, Jake LaRavia. I mean, any of them
Let's
look
see.
better when they weren't playing with Ja?
My boy Xavier Tillman had his best seasons here too.
He takes so much attention away from the defense And he is a pass-first player.
Yeah.
People view him as a score first. That's the reason they win. They win with him on the floor. The Grizzlies have won over 60% of their games when John Morant plays. He just doesn't play enough. And he gets rightfully criticized for it.
Yeah.
But have you heard one person say, really, they're giving Chet a 5-year max at $100 bazillion? Chet Holmgren's played
he's
30 games a year on average.
He missed over 50 this year.
He played 82 last year and then played 30 this year and played zero year one.
His year one, yeah.
And they gave that boy that.
So in 3 years, he's played 100 games.
Played 114 games.
And he got that big bag.
And I'm not telling you they shouldn't have. Of course they should have.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just
What
saying.
you do.
They said about the Jalen one's coming up too now. I just saw that on Twitter. The Jalen Williams joint.
Jalen Williams is next.
Oh, God.
He's going to get his bag.
I mean,
He'll get a max, too.
Whatever he's eligible for, they're going to give it to him.
Yes. Now, the thing is, if those guys hit those All-NBA things, it's over.
It's gonna
that.
If they hit All-NBA, because did you see
That
the
second
one?
Avon gonna come to knocking,
Did you
boy.
see the one that Paolo signed?
Yeah.
I mean, he's hitting that.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was like 237, but could be 289, and I'm like, sign up for the 289.
Go ahead
He's
and
gonna
sign
hit
that joint now.
He's going to hit that.
He's going to hit. Bro, Paolo may be a top 6 NBA player in the next 5 in 5 years.
Less.
4 years. What? 3 years?
You know what he averaged after the All-Star break last year?
You got it.
I do.
Paolo, he got brawn in him, bro. Pause.
29, 8, and 5.
Yeah, he got a lot of brawn in him, bro. It's like
these monsters.
It's like a
And now
Braun Carmelo mix with him.
You know what's gonna be interesting? It's gonna be interesting to see how Bane looks.
Yeah. I mean,
You do get set up when you're playing with Morant and Tyus Jones.
And Orlando's offense has been horrible.
Right.
catch and shoot.
That's
Dez,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, our
'Cause Paolo
problem
gonna-
last
Do you
year
get
was
as many? Do you get as many good looks? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, our problem last year was not offense; it was defense. So like the offense was fine. Like
Yep.
it's, you
Come
know,
on for us.
Yes.
Yeah, like our
Yeah,
offense
for
was
sure.
good. We fell apart because our defense fell apart.
Yeah. Now you got two guys in there that if your starting wings are KCP and Jalen, those are two good dudes that care about defense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, but now Paulo is going to be one. You think it'll take 3 years for him to be up there?
I mean, I said that whatever after I saw him his rookie year.
KCP was good.
Like, this guy has top 5 potential.
Paulo is a mix between Braun and Carmelo, bro. He is going to be
He's unbelievable.
ridiculous, bro.
And you can't fathom how big that son of a bitch
Oh,
is.
he's a big dude.
He is 6'10".
Like 6'10", 250.
He is.
250.
He's huge.
He be trying to shoot step back jumpers.
The other thing is he was killing it in the playoffs too. Their team got waxed by Cleveland, but he was killing.
Yeah.
He is,
And he got tires too to set him up now when he needs it.
especially how young he is.
Yeah, bro.
And the other thing is, if you ever see the interviews with him,
I love
he has already got the training and the training and the nutrition and everything like totally dialed in.
Oh yeah. He
Which
said,
you never see
He said he
for a
had it.
23-year-old.
he said he got it after COVID. I watched the interview of him with Pivot. He said he learned after COVID what like really
Everything.
Really, He's like he learned everything after COVID. When the gyms were shut down, he was like, "Yo, we were sneaking in the gyms hooping." Then I learned how to do
But he's
nutrition and
doing
all
like
that.
all the yoga, all the stretching, all the, I mean, like the taking care of his body.
Got the chef, the
Yes,
personal chef.
everything.
I am
that you
I
don't
am-
see that until you're 26.
I'm buying my Paulo stock. Bro.
You know what I'm saying? That takes a long time
Yeah.
to figure that out. Long time to figure that out. And so, look, that team, they're going to be, for sure, we're adopting them.
Oh, for sure.
Well, I mean, we're watching them.
We're
Yeah.
putting the name. I know you remember Rosa back in the day. The Memphis Magic,
Yep.
legendary AAU team. That's our squad.
Joe
man.
Jackson, Chris Crawford,
Yeah,
Tarek Black,
yeah.
Jalon Kendrick.
Yeah, shout out to the Memphis Magic, baby.
Yeah. They won the Adidas Super 64
They did.
out in
Never
Vegas.
forget.
Yeah.
Shout out to Memphis Magic.
All right, couple things that I do want to mention before we are going to be joined by Jessica Benson from Utah. The first thing is I mentioned on Monday that our buddy Brent Rooker is going to be in the Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Fingers crossed. I think we'll know by tomorrow whether or not he got into the home run derby. But that would be amazing. Amazing. There's nothing I would love more than for our guy. And I tried to get him on today. They actually have family in town, but we're going to catch up with him after the All-Star Game and hopefully after he gets to perform in the home run derby. Let's pray that he gets in that. But that would be super cool. Memphis on the map, because not only that, but the Rockies catcher. What did we say his name was?
Hunter Goodwin.
Hunter Goodwin, yeah. Hunter Goodwin. He's there too, who's from the Memphis area. And Gary was talking about this the other day. You guys are gonna love this. I'll give you something that you never in a million years care about that I want you to care about on my behalf. Okay,
we got you.
So
What you need?
same way with Brent, right? Like now, I keep up with like what's going on with the A's because of Brent and because he's been so good to the show. Well, I've got another one for you. Gary the other day said, we always think of this as a basketball city, but you think about all these baseball guys. This is truly, we have produced more awesome baseball players than we have awesome basketball players, right? The Austin Rileys of the world. Matt Cain and Brent Rooker and whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, we got another one. Dude, so yesterday, I'm up at my gym, and I told you, and you know what? I don't even have to press far for this with you, Dev. I told you that there's a kid up there that we've worked out with many times who's an elite level baseball player who signed at Georgia Tech, who played at your high school.
Houston?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I know this kid.
He told me that he's going to Georgia Tech. Obviously, you got the NIL and whatever. But yesterday, and I went and looked up in the mock drafts, bro, there's a lot of these Major League Baseball mock drafts that have him in the top 50 now.
You talking about Ryan?
Ryan Mitchell.
Yeah.
There is a million of there is a million of these players that are on mock drafts that are throughout the because the Major League Baseball draft is like forever long, like 1,000 rounds. He might get drafted in the first couple of rounds.
Yeah, he's playing like Team USA and everything.
He was named Gatorade State Player of the Year.
He cold, bro.
He was named Gatorade State Player of the Year here. Yeah. Oh, he's the sweetest kid in the world. I love him.
6'1", 180-pound shortstop. Yeah. Bats, he's left-handed. Bats left, throws right.
Damn. Yeah, come on, Ryan. Put on, bro.
Hey, he just won Tennessee Gatorade Player of the Year. And he is listed on a lot of these mock drafts in like the top 50 players. So if he gets drafted in the first 2 rounds, sorry, Georgia Tech. Ain't no way.
Yeah, you ain't going to Atlanta, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's no chance.
Crazy.
Somebody gonna put him in the system?
I've seen that you want to talk about putting in the work.
For real, he
And he is a crazy athlete.
For real?
Yes. Yes. He's got the same exact hair as you, too.
Oh, yeah, I see
Same
him.
exact.
I see my guy right here, bro.
You would love him.
I see
His
my
dad
guy right
ran
here.
up on me at a Grizzly game, too, and he's like, hey, man, I wanted to come holler at you. He's like, I'm Ryan's dad. His dad was a baseball player as well.
Shout out Ryan, man.
But yeah,
Put it on, bro.
played at Houston this year. Because you remember, you remember I told you I went before the show one morning at like 9:30. I'm on a treadmill, and he walks in. And I'm like, Ryan, what are you doing here?
Oh, the school.
Go to school. And he's like, he goes, I do it from home. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, you can elect to do it from home. He was doing his senior year from home. He was not going to actual like brick and mortar school, doing it and then working out for baseball. And look at this. Look at the payoff. He won Gatorade Player of the Year, and he's maybe very well drafted in the top 50 players.
Yeah, we rocking with him, bro. Shout out Ryan Mitchell, man.
Unbelievable. So we might have another one.
Yeah. What happened to what is his name? What's his name? Blaze?
I'm looking it up right now.
Blaze
he got called up in June to AAA. He was at AA. He got called up in June to AAA. He is hitting. He's had some mental health.
Blaze posted you could find it.
Yeah.
It's a long message he put on Twitter a year ago. He went through it.
For real?
Mental health wise, yep. But like wrote the whole letter about it. Just kind of like what's been going on in his life, the anxiety of it all and everything. There's just all so much so fast.
This
but
year,
he's gotten back on track.
Yeah,
this year in the minors, he's batting 300, 9 homers, 53 RBI, 80 hits. Yeah, OPS of 860.
Crazy power.
Yeah.
So he
just raw talent. So he's still very young.
Yeah.
He was a reclass.
He's 22. Yeah, he's 22 years old.
Listen, 6 feet 220.
Yeah, my guy Ryan. Gonna
I'm
be a
telling
star,
you,
man.
this kid hit a baseball, and I thought it was a gunshot.
You're 6 feet 220.
Blaze Jordan.
You probably can hit the hell out of the ball.
Bro, I told you that was like it was something out of a movie. This is at the old Doolan's,
Yeah.
and I heard William was doing like a what's it called? A training session thing, like a lesson. And all of a sudden, I like got startled. I was like, it was that friggin' loud. And I'm like, I walked down and I'm like, what? I was like, who is hitting down there? And there was like this old guy that worked at Doolan's, like old. And he was like, that kid down there is going to be the next Bryce Harper. And I was like, what? He's like, his name's Blaze Jordan. I was like, this feels like I'm in a movie.
Yeah, right.
It really does. It feels like I'm in a movie right now. That kid right there is going to be. And he's like, when you get home, pull up YouTube, type in the next Bryce Harper. I typed in the next Bryce Harper, and it says, the next Bryce Harper, Blaze Jordan. It's 500-foot home run in Texas Stadium. He was 14.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
He hit a 500-foot home run.
Good Lord.
I'm telling you, this thing sounded like a gun was going off in Doolittle. Pow!
Yeah,
Pow! He was hitting with a wood bat.
In
So
high
it
school?
wasn't even a tink. Pow!
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was out of.
You know when they used to always say, like, you know, like these old. You ever watch those old baseball movies? Those old timey scouts are like the ball. It just sounds different.
It sounds different,
Right?
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that sound. You remember, like, there was a guy, the famous story about Bo Jackson, and he would hit, and there was like that, 90-year-old scout, and he's like, I haven't heard that crack of a bat since Babe Ruth. It's like, okay. You're like literally the only human being that heard a baseball that was hit by Babe Ruth and Bo Jackson. You're 1,000.
Hey, they know, bro. Them
Right?
old heads know, though, man.
Yeah.
When it sounds
He
different.
just said, I haven't heard that sound in 80 years. Jesus, man.
Shy, but we
Freaking
talking.
Babe Ruth from the 1927 Yankees.
You remember hearing that?
He remembers
That is
Ryan.
crazy.
Hey, them old heads, man. But so we were Ryan. So wait, is Ryan senior this year?
Yes.
We gotta go see him play.
No. They're done.
Oh, he's done.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
never
done.
mind. We can go see him
No,
play
look when the draft is. The reason I said we got to root is it's this week
Oh, they
or
might
next
be,
week.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
So
hold on.
we're
Let's see.
actually going to care about the Major League Baseball
for
draft.
what? It is. Oh shit.
We got to root for him to go. Major League Baseball draft.
Why is it so
By the
July
way,
13th.
so what's that?
That's
This weekend?
this weekend. Yeah.
Next
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
Oh, so we tapped in. We tapped in. There.
Sunday night. We
Yes,
got to root for
yeah,
it.
before I gotta
I
get
saw at the kid at the very top. Is that another friggin' holiday?
Yeah, it is. I think it is.
Is it the little brother?
It'll be. Let's see.
Is it Matt Holliday's second kid? Because the other one, Jackson Holliday's already a pro.
Ethan Holiday.
Is that another Holiday?
Might be, yeah.
I'm like, yo, this dude's got super sperm.
And he's from Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
He's
Matt
the
Holliday's
younger
his
brother
parents.
of Jackson
Yeah.
Holiday.
Yeah,
Matt
Matt
Holliday's
Holliday's
his dad, and his
This dude is pumping out all-stars.
his uncle is Josh Holiday, who is the head coach of the Oklahoma.
Wasn't
State
Jackson the
baseball
number
team.
one pick?
Yeah, and Jackson's like OD, bro.
Wasn't he
Yeah.
the number one pick? Jackson
Yep.
Holiday?
2022, yep.
Yeah.
And so he's going to have another number one pick within 3 years?
Why
Yeah.
do the Orioles suck? Because they have so many good players.
And Jackson Holiday's actually straight too. He ain't bad. He's 21 years old. By the time he's 25, he's gonna be cold as a mug.
So wait, this other brother is about to get drafted number one overall 3 years removed from the older brother?
from Jackson Holiday getting
And
drafted.
he's 6'4", 210. Holy crap.
And he might be the better one because Jackson's 6 foot 185.
There's no way brothers have ever both gone number one.
Oh,
Right.
Let's find out.
In any sport.
Well, I mean, like, how many brothers have there, like, how many brothers have...
Well, you've got the
Because
cars.
I thought like LaMelo Ball and LaMelo was
they
2.
Didn't.
the car. He was. Both of them were 2.
Yeah, they're both
No,
number
LaMelo went 3.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. James Wiseman went 2.
Thanks, Roser.
James Wiseman
top
went
5.
But they had a chance.
Yeah.
LaMelo and Lonzo certainly had a chance to go number one.
Yeah.
The Gasols, obviously, Mark went in the second round.
Thompson
and
twins
Powell
are
went
both top 5.
third. Who?
Thompson twins are top 5.
Both top 5.
I don't think there's ever been a pair like brothers that have gone, bro. I'm trying to find
Maybe
it right
like
now.
a hockey, like a Kachucks or
Yeah.
something, or like, I don't know.
By the way, there's some kid who I saw our buddy Dan Wetzel tweet about it. This freaking amazing hockey prospect committed to Penn State. But he plays in like the CHL or something, and apparently the NCAA allows these players that play in the CHL to go
Peyton
play
and
college.
Eli.
Yeah, Peyton
Okay,
and
yeah,
Eli
Peyton
went
and Eli,
number one.
yeah.
They did.
So it's Matt Holliday and Archie Manning.
Yeah.
The Super Sperm crew.
Yeah.
And by the way, it might pass on because if freaking Arch goes number one, then it got to a next generation,
So
right?
look, so apparently, the Holiday Bros they'll be the first siblings to go number one. You know the closest before them? The Upton brothers, bro. Remember the Upton
Yeah,
brothers?
BJ and
yeah.
Justin.
BJ Upton went number 2 and Justin Upton went number 1 in 2000. So
Yeah.
that's the closest we got up to
You
both
have
brothers for number
the
one.
Pounceys were both first rounders.
Yeah.
The Pouncey brothers from Florida.
Yeah.
JD Drew and Steven Drew were both first rounders.
Okay.
Tremaine and Terrell Edmonds in the NFL were both first rounders. Jalen and Cody Williams
Yeah.
were both first rounders. Amen and Asur, as you mentioned. I got another one. Okay, by the way, BJ Upton,
Yeah.
second overall.
Yeah, as I say, he went second. His
And
brother
then
went
his
number
brother
1.
went number 1.
That's pretty legit too, bro. Your brother going 2 and 1 is pretty legit.
I've got another one for you. You're going to have to do the last name.
Oh no, I'm probably gonna destroy this. Who we got?
NECA and Chinny
Neka Agumake.
both won.
Neka and Chima Agumake went number 1. That's crazy. And the other system don't even hoop no more.
2012 and 2014.
Okay. The Agumakes were number 1 together.
Both went number 1 in the WNBA draft. Okay.
There we go.
So it's going to be the Holiday. If Holiday does go 1, they would join the Mannings and the Agumakes.
As the only siblings to go number 1 in the draft.
Uptons and Balls were close.
Yeah, 2 and 1 is pretty legit, bro.
Huh?
Going 2 and 1 is pretty legit. Your brother going 2 and you going 1 is pretty cold.
Yes.
Yeah. So, dang.
It says they could. Okay, here I found an article about it. There's 14 of them. It said 14th pair of brothers drafted in the first round. You had the Drews, JD and Steven Drew, the Uptons, BJ and Justin Upton. Oh, here's going to be a flashback from your childhood. The Bennisses, Alan and Andy Bennis. Yeah, the pitchers.
They said the Sedans, the hockey players.
Dimitri Young and Delman Young.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ricky Weeks and Jamel Weeks. And then you have other first rounders, Jared and Jeff Weaver, both pitchers.
Yeah.
Bo and Josh Naylor, and Josh and Jace Jung. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's it. So, I mean, it's pretty rare, but I mean, good grief. As soon as I saw that name, I'm like, bro, is this another friggin' Holiday? They got another little brother? What if he has 3 that go Unbelievable.
Now Holiday, boy, he pumping them out, boy,
Yeah.
like a factory.
It'd be like, if he does have a brother, it would be like if friggin' Cooper went number 1,
no,
right?
for
Because you
real.
did have Peyton and Archie.
Yeah.
I mean, Peyton and
Eli.
Eli, yeah.
But Cooper's kid is going to be the one that probably goes number 1.
But Cooper was good at football, right?
Yeah, he just kind of
yes,
stopped.
yes.
And
No, injured.
Yeah, he was injured. He had some
Neck.
injury.
It was a
Yeah,
neck
neck
thing.
and he couldn't play anymore.
He
But,
was a receiver.
But he was
He
good.
could have been Chris Collinsworth.
Yeah. He could have been Chris Collins.
Steve
The
Largent.
first
He could have
Steve
been
Largent.
Steve Largent.
The first Wes Welker.
Cooper Cup. Before Cooper Cup.
No, y'all ugly as hell.
Yeah.
Have you played with Arch Manning on the game yet?
I have not. Let's see. I played with DJ Lagway.
Racist. So racist.
What are you talking about? What I want to play with Arch
Have you
Manning
played
for?
with any white quarterbacks besides him? No.
You know what's funny?
Memphis isn't.
Now that I think about it,
You only play with
you know
black
what's funny?
quarterbacks.
I have not. I played with DJ Lagway.
I knew it.
DJ Lagway with Florida. I played with
Caden Salter.
Cade Salter. I sent y'all that photo with
Colorado.
That dude right fast as hell, by the way. I played with DJ Lagway, Caden Salter, Brandon Lewis with Memphis.
Is he good on the game?
Oh, Brandon Lewis? Yes. I'm finding out, bro. When you play the game,
You think he's going to win the starting job?
easily. X factor on NCAA 26. If you got a Russian quarterback, it's dubs.
Oh.
It's dubs, bro.
I
Like,
did it
it's
last
dubs.
year, but people want to fight you. I used to do it with 4 verts and run with Milrow.
Oh, you that guy?
No, Milrow.
Yeah, Milrow was like Vic on that joint, bro, last year.
I mean, do not create the requisite amount of space.
He's just gone.
Because if you
run the 4 verts and everybody goes.
Because the only thing, he is the perfect video game player.
Yeah.
Because you either chuck it, and he had a friggin' cannon that could throw it 80 yards.
Like 98 throw power.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or if everybody runs down the field,
He's like,
you should take off running.
and you can't catch him.
No.
Yeah.
Like with
He's too
with
fast.
one person, you ain't catching Jalen Milrow.
Yeah.
No.
He is.
I mean, that's video. It was very 04 Madden Vic-esque.
yeah. It was
where
crazy.
it's like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
I can't, because you can either chuck it 100 miles down the field or run. But you've got to make a choice. Are you going to guard these guys down the field? Because if you are, now I'm running. It's annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, it's super annoying. Milrow was a cheat code.
I'm finding out now
He was so fast on that game.
Yeah, the key when you start playing, you have to pick a team with a fast quarterback.
Yes.
You can't pick a lug, bro, because you ain't making none shade with no lug on college football. You got to be able to. Because Taylor Green from Arkansas.
Sounds like a challenge to me.
We banned you from the dynasty.
Arch Manning, bro. I'm gonna be Arch Manning.
What is speed hitting on?
He is actually kind of fast.
He is fast. Arch Manning is fast.
He's an athlete.
Yeah, he is fast.
He's a better athlete.
He's very. You know, what he reminded me of when he was running is Luck. Luck was always fast,
Yeah.
like deceivingly,
Just,
because he's a
deceptive.
big dude. Luck was an amazing athlete.
Yeah.
By the way, I've ran into 2 cheat codes on the game too. Jeremiah Smith.
No, he's a 98. That's not.
It's like not fair either.
Of course, it's not. He's a 98. That's like friggin' Aaron Donald.
Yeah, he's a cheat code. Buddy from LSU, and then a sneaky cheat code is this little dude from Arkansas. Arkansas has his number 6. Arkansas fans, maybe y'all can fill me in. He's number 6, bro. You cannot catch him.
The receiver.
You can't catch him. You can do like you do like the over the top.
Yeah.
You know,
It's over.
you can, if you can get the ball, if you can just throw it like he is.
Okay.
So shot number 6 for Arkansas.
All right, hey, let's take a quick break. We're going to come back and we're going to get Jessica Benson is going to join us from Utah. Chris Vernon Show.
These are the Jordan 1, the crystals. These are the shoe that retails for $1,000. Oh, extra crystals. So if your crystals fall off, if your crystals fall off, actually these are the black crystals because they have. So the shoe has black crystals on there as well too. So you get an extra package of black crystals.
The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
You get to the main event, and you hear the crowd. There's some rumblings in the crowd.
Here we go.
They say, "We want truth."
I love how John Cena said when they were chanting, "We want truth." You can't handle the truth.
There you go.
I loved it.
He takes me off, boom. Takes the mask off, boom.
And it's our freaking truth. God, man, he cost John Cena the match.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
1, 2, 3. Ready, go.
Creed. By overwhelming demand, the Summer of '99 tour returns. July 27th, FedEx Forum. With very special guest, Daughtry. And Mammoth. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Don't miss Creed with Daughtry and Mammoth. The Summer of '99 tour.
There are futures for Aaron Judge possibly hitting 400. Hitting 400 at the All-Star break, plus 600.
Oh, wow.
To have a 400 batting average in the regular season, plus 3,800. To win the Triple Crown is only plus 145.
I don't think he's going to hit 400 for the season.
I don't either. I that would be
ridiculous.
Yes, ridiculous.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can, only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals takes it straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
The First Ladies of FedEx Forum, the Grizz Girls, are known across the NBA for setting the standard for professional dance and entertainment, and they are looking for dancers to join their team for the 2025-2026 season. With the chance to gain professional dance experience, collaborate with national and local artists, and connect with the Memphis community, auditioning for the Grizz Girls is an opportunity you do not want to miss. Come show up and show out at Open Call Auditions. Visit grizzlies.com/auditions now for more information.
Have you always dreamed of entertaining on the biggest stage in Memphis? The Claw Crew is looking for members to join their team for the 2025-2026 season. Claw Crew members are hardworking, high-energy entertainers who assist Grizzlies home games by hyping up the crowd and much more. Not only do they support the Grizzlies on home games, but also promote in Memphis and across the Mid-South. Open auditions are Saturday, August 9th at FedEx Forum. Visit grizzlies.com/auditions for more information and to register today.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris
On one morning
Vernon.
bright and clear, my old folks and I drew near, just a village down in sunny Tennessee. I'd been speeding on that train that would bring me back again to that girl I left in sunny Tennessee. I could hear those voices singing as she bid farewell to me. Far across.
All right, we're back. Chris Vernon Show. And every morning you can listen to the Jessica Benson Show starting at 8 o'clock on Grind City Media, grindcitymedia.com, the app, on YouTube, and everywhere else you get your podcast. She has been covering the Utah Summer League that has been going on in Salt Lake City, and she joins us now. Jessica!
Hello.
How's it been?
Oh, it's been fantastic. I love Salt Lake City Summer League. It really is. It's a very chill experience, which feels like the opposite of Las Vegas. And it's just kind of a slow roll into the whole process. Everyone's in the same space. It's very organized, and yet, there's no pressure to Summer League, period. But, you know how it goes. It just feels kind of like the beginning of a summer camp situation. So I always appreciate it. This is my second time doing Salt Lake City. I did it 3 years ago and then was on the Vegas stretch the last couple of years and now back in Salt Lake. But I always enjoy being here.
Your favorite interview so far?
Ooh, Jahmai Mashack.
Oh.
Obviously, everyone's going to think you're going to pick Gigi or Jalen, and they're
Right.
great, and Cam, they're all great. But having the opportunity to talk with a new player was very fun. It wasn't a on-camera interview that we did for GCM or anything. We were just catching up after shoot-around and getting to know each other. And I know it's been said a lot with this rookie class for the Grizzlies, but I will echo it 100 times. They're so impressive. Talking to Jahmai Mashack feels like you're talking to a 5-year vet in the league. And
Wow.
usually when rookies come in, it just, I don't know, they're so new to everything, and they haven't quite found their voice or the voice that they want to be projecting within their NBA career. And he just feels so assured of himself. And at that point, he hadn't even played a game. He had just gotten cleared to practice because the trade had gone through over the weekend. And I just really enjoyed the conversation. Obviously, he loves to play defense. He's very keen on his defense and on what he can bring to the team in that regard, but also just, being open to learn and using this experience, using Summer League to prove that he has, enough of the tools that allow this organization to believe in him and give him an opportunity, and also has, some things in his bag that people might not be aware of. We saw the 3-point shooting last night. He seems very confident in it, along with his abilities to facilitate. So he just was wildly impressive. I think they got a great one in him, and Javon Small was great as well.
Yeah, is Small, how bad is that injury? Do you have any idea?
So there wasn't any official, this is the timetable for Javon Small, but it did not seem as if there was great reason for concern. I don't want to say that, and then next thing we know, we don't see him at all in Summer League. But he was on the bench yesterday, and they were up and down. He was sitting with, I know a lot of people saw the clip of Gigi Jackson, biting his arm during the game. So they were having fun on the bench. But he was up and down, and so, whatever that is. But it was a groin injury is what it was officially designated as. And I'm curious if perhaps he sat precautionary-wise, just since everyone else was sitting, and Mashack didn't have any sort of an injury. But now they'll have the ability. They don't play in Vegas until Friday. So They flew last night after the game, and they'll have the chance to, get a couple days both with rest but also with practice and get back into it. But I didn't get any sort of glaring, oh my God, Javon Small, this is a very serious situation.
You think all the rest of them are going to play in Vegas?
I do.
You do?
I really do. It seems like there is at least, and I don't know how much they'll play in Vegas, but it seems like there's a real willingness of the buy-in because Tuomas Iisalo is coaching this team, and it gives an opportunity for him to start throwing, because it's one thing to throw out your offensive sets, your defensive schemes with the guys that we saw in the game last night. But it's another if you actually can play with Jalen, with Gigi, with Cam, and you get a better look at it and a better feel of it. And also, I do get the feeling that all three of those guys want to play. You're dealing with three players who look at Summer League, and it's not like they see it as a burden. They're genuinely excited to be playing basketball. Especially, Cam Spencer wants to win a Summer League championship. He's psychotic. But with the other guys, it's not like they're sitting here pouting that they're a part of the Summer League process. They all seem really engaged, really excited to kind of be serving as the veterans of Summer League, which feels so insane to say about a group of guys who are so young. But it does feel that there will at least be an opportunity for them to play in Vegas. I think the big question now is, does Cedric Coward come to Las Vegas? He wasn't in Salt Lake City. And so I think it would be great if he showed up just for the sake of the bonding element that comes from being a part of the Summer League process. And none of us need to see, that's the thing with all of this. It's not like I need to see these players continue to play in Summer League. I need to see Cedric Coward play in Summer League. It's just a kind of cherry on top situation.
Have you been able to figure anything more out about Iisalo while being there, or has your opinion changed at all? We didn't know him very well. He's an assistant coach on the team, and then he gets the job in weird circumstances with very little time left in the season to coach the last stretch run and then the playoffs. The guy's, having to drink out of a fire hose as soon as he gets the job. Right. But then he signs up to coach this Summer League, and I have heard, players seem to be taking very well to him and saying very favorable things about him. Have you gleaned anything about the Tuomas Iisalo experience and kind of how it's going to be different when it's now his operation?
Yeah, all the players have been really complimentary on how communicative Coach Iisalo has been and this entire coaching staff. I think it helps too, seeing the two lead assistants here in Salt Lake, and I assume coming up in Vegas, it's Jason March and Eric Schmidt. So they have a lot of experience with the team. And especially if you think about someone like Jason March, who coached in Summer League. He was the head coach of the Summer League team last year. And he has such a keen relationship with Gigi Jackson and Cam Spencer and some of the Hustle guys as he's made that transition from Hustle into being an assistant for the Grizz. But it just seems as if everyone's really in lockstep. I've seen a lot of coaches meetings, a lot of individual conversations between the coaches and the players. And as it pertains to Coach Iisalo, this doesn't make him, this will have no inclination on how he is as a coach. He's just so cool. He's so European cool on the sidelines. And there's just a very calmness to him that comes, I don't know. will constantly go back to, he's so very European in his mannerisms and how he just appears to be on the sidelines. It was funny, 2 nights ago, one of the fans behind me in Salt Lake City kept screaming, "It's not fair that the Grizzlies get their real coach at Summer League." And I was like, are we seriously considering this a Summer League advantage at this point? Like, these fans in Salt Lake they're great. They're great fans. They're super committed. Even last night, Ace Bailey wasn't playing for the Jazz last night, and the Jazz were the second game after the Grizzlies-Sixers game. That place was still pretty full. And they have come out, and I get it, it's in your city, and so it's an easy thing to do. But anyway, all that to say, watching how Tuomas Iisalo, I think this is a really great opportunity for a reset. It becomes this strange thing because he did have those 15 games, and those 15 games did not go particularly good. And so you're never going to be able to just erase those from memory. But this at least allows for a true between this kind of like ramp up period of Salt Lake, then you get into the Las Vegas of it all, and then next thing you know, it's training camp. It allows for him to really kind of create the tone for what he wants his version of the Grizzlies to be.
You brought up the fans. I wonder if you saw, like, I last night on the broadcast, one of the things that I did like was they did this whole bit about how they showed VJ Edgecombe, who was not playing either for Philadelphia, and he was like walking around the entire arena. And it's like one after another, he was grabbing kids' phones and taking selfies with them and stuff and signing autographs and whatever. And obviously, he's the number 3 pick. He showed out on that first night. I just thought it was cool, right? Like, I mean, if you're a kid and you're sitting there, that VJ Edgecombe's grabbing your phone and taking a selfie with him in it and whatever else. Did you see fans react to any of the Grizzlies players, like, super favorably?
Was it Gigi?
It's GG.
Oh, it is
absolutely GG. Yeah, and even from the first game, there was a group of, they weren't young kids, but they were probably like preteens, teens, and they were yelling back and forth with Gigi from the whole game. They're like, "Gigi, we love you," and Gigi was like, "I love you too." And I was like, "Oh, that's the Gigi we love." But the kids loved Gigi. Even when Gigi was coming, I did the post-game interview with him after the second game when he had the 3. That was definitely a 3 and was not a 2. But there was a group of kids who wanted Gigi's autograph, and he was like, "Just stay there, give me like 5 minutes, I'll come back." So he's the one who got the most pull from the Grizzlies here. I'd say, I mean, obviously being in Utah, Ace Bailey's the one that they all want to know. Like, they're obsessed. They're
really?
so desperate for Ace.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. They're so desperate for Ace Bailey to love them and want to be here. They're like, "We love you, Ace. Please don't leave." So many "please don't leave" chants. I'm like, he just got here. So.
Please don't leave. He's just like, it's his first week in town.
I know.
Right? Wow.
Jazz fans are in a tough place, man.
It actually has been. It's been kind of fun though, Jess. Like Bailey and Edgecombe, I think both have excited their fan bases for the guys they drafted. Like, that's exactly what you want. You draft a guy in the top 5, you want to see glimpses of stardom.
Oh yeah, and I think with that Jazz team too, like obviously Sensabaugh balled out against the Grizzlies. I really like Isaiah Collier. Perhaps I'm biased because fight on forever with USC. Yep. But Ace Bailey at least gives them something to hope for. Like, so many fans here, this was a common theme that I heard from fans. They did not go to a single regular season game last season, and they came to all 3 Summer League games for the Jazz. And obviously, like, cost-wise, and it's the summer and all that, is something to do. But they genuinely are looking at this as, okay, maybe this is the guy. Because I think there's this feeling within the Jazz that they've had, good players. They've let a lot of players go, and everyone was really bummed about the John Collins news. And they're like, "Oh, there goes another one that we care about." But they're looking for a star. And I think there's enough in Ace Bailey, and he's so young, and he looks so young too when you see him in person. But there's enough there that they can convince themselves that perhaps this is the guy who pulls us out of the bottom of the West and allows us to have like a respectable season again.
Did you see any Grizzlies fans there?
No. I thought it was
none.
None. I saw one Jaw jersey on Saturday when I came for game 1. And then there were people cheering for the Grizzlies, but there was not a heavy dose of Grizzlies clothing. So I don't know, perhaps there were fans who were actually there, but there was not a lot of Grizzlies.
It's interesting because there's always a big contingent that go out to Vegas, right? Like for all these teams, like there's always a bunch of these teams all have like groups of fans that show up at these games, and you end up seeing a lot of gear for every different team in the league. But the Utah one's never really like taken on like that. Like it seems like
No.
it's all Jazz fans.
It's all
really
Utah
is.
people. Yeah, it's all people here locally who are so excited. But like to the Jazz fans' credit, they show up, and tickets were. I think the baseline ticket price to get in was $25, which it's a good price. But I was like, it's Summer League, shouldn't it be like 10? But it was a good crowd. Anytime the Jazz were playing, it was a really good crowd. And it was funny though because since there weren't a super large amount of vocal Grizzlies fans, what it did allow was I could find parents of players really easily or family members of players. Like that first game, Javon Small's grandfather and mother were sitting close to me, and they were the loudest fans in the building for that first game where Javon played. And that was really sweet to see, especially coming off of both of them having kind of a spot in the spotlight on draft night. And then the second two games, the family of Lawson Loveringly.
Lovering.
Did he play at Utah?
Lovering. Yeah, he played at Utah. So like the security guard next to me is like, do you know that guy? And I was like, well, yeah, he's playing for our Summer League team. He goes, he was just the nicest kid. He when he played here at Utah, everyone just loved him. We're just rooting for him so hard. And then his dad was next to me one night, and he was so proud. Like he banked in a free throw, and his dad was like up on his feet. He's like, that's the way we do it. That's the way we do it. And then I think his sisters or some family member.
You out there, boy.
But it was fun to be able to identify. And like that was the thing for a game like last night. I know a lot of Grizzlies fans probably turned it on and were like, who the hell is playing in this game? But it was a reminder that, outside of the stars who just got drafted, like an ace, like a VJ, the sophomore players where you're looking to see who looks too good for Summer League, like a GG, a Jalen, a Cam. This is a job interview for so many of these other guys. And a lot of them won't make rosters, right? Like a lot of them won't even make the G League. And so there is an element of pride where they're just excited to be playing Summer League. And so it does mean something. And it was fun to watch that kind of play out.
All right, so we all pay attention to all the drafted guys, right? You've got Jalen, you've got Cam, you've got Gigi that are playing, and then you've got Mashack and you've got Small who have been added. We're not getting to see Coward. Is there anybody that the Grizzlies haven't drafted that's like on this Summer League team that you've either taken a liking to or for some reason care about?
I mean, it was tough going into last night. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Tyler Burton made me care about him. And that's what those kind of opportunities are for, right? Like, I think if you were to ask the coaching staff, like in terms of the guys they were running with last night, who was maybe anticipated to have a bigger showing, it probably would have been Nate Hinton, who started and has spent time with the hustle. And instead it ends up being Tyler Burton, who comes off the bench. And I know a lot of people really liked his college game, especially when he was at Richmond. Then he went to Villanova. It's not like he was ever a star in college, but he was a solid college player. And he had an injury, and he's been working his way back. But I thought he shot the ball really confidently. He had the length to him, and he had 9 rebounds. Like, he's a long wing who can rebound the basketball. And so as the Grizzlies, look to fill these two-way positions, the expectation, of course, is that Mashack and Small get 2 of them. And then you're looking at someone like a Zion Poland, who had a bit of a struggle session here in Salt Lake. But so what that third two-way could look like, I was at least intrigued enough by Tyler Burton to be Googling Tyler Burton throughout the game last night, trying to learn more about his journey that led him to being on this Grizzlies Summer League roster.
Totally fair. What you got, Roser?
Oh, no, I was gonna ask you about have you gotten any Utah Mammoth merch? That they can't play in the Delta Center because they are doing renovations for the Utah Hockey Club, now the Utah Mammoth, that are going to be there next year. So that's why they're at the University of Utah.
And also comment on, we went there for the All-Star Game a couple years ago. I like that Utah arena. I think that's a cool college arena.
The Huntsman?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Huntsman Center is great. The practice facilities that are right next to the Huntsman Center, they're beautiful. Just a truly stunning. Like, oh, you got that money now, Utah. It is really weird to see the Big 12 logo still. I know we're been in this life now, but the last time I was on the University of Utah campus was for the Utah USC game in 2022, I want to say it was, where Cam Rising threw 7 touchdown passes, almost all of them to Dalton Kincaid, and we blew a 21-point lead, and it was a very miserable USC football watching experience. But the University of Utah.
Is Cam Rising still there, by the way?
No, he finally retired.
Huh?
No, he's not. I thought he medically retired finally.
Did he finally retire?
He retired.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, he finally retired. It's the end. But they would play Half Moon Rising every time they were taking the field, and that song now was ruined for me by Cam Rising in that game. But no, I think University of Utah is gorgeous. Salt Lake City is a nice little downtown to walk around. I've had some good meals here. I went to a movie at a train station that's down by the Delta Center where the Jazz do play, and then walked around the Delta Center just
What
to
movie?
see the construction
Did you
going
go see
on.
F1?
I went and saw F1.
Oh, is it
sure
awesome?
did. It's pretty good.
Pretty good?
Pretty good. She said pretty good.
It's 2.5 hours long, and I'm really sick of movies being 2.5 hours long. I'm not gonna
that's
lie.
fair.
And it
That's
did
fair.
feel very similar to, like, Brad Pitt put his aviators on, and I was like, oh, this is just Top Gun with F1, and Brad Pitt is Tom Cruise, and they are aging like former heartthrobs who are trying to save the movies. It was really good. I loved the younger guy in it. I think his name is like Idris Damson.
Okay.
He's gonna be a star. He's fantastic, and it like kind of sets it up where you could get a sequel from it. But the F1 racing of it was really fun. If you're gonna see it in theaters. It has a great score. Like, it just plays well on a big screen. It drags a little bit in the middle, but the racing scenes were great. And it's like a giant advertisement for F1 and all of the different sponsors that are involved in F1.
That's fair.
And you can't
All right.
really get away from that.
Okay.
Bro, where are you right now, JB?
Okay, no. She's got to answer the mammoth question.
Yeah. You get some mammoth stuff, bro?
No, but I should.
No,
because
I
they
will
have
tell
the
you,
top-
Jessica, I just looked at their website. This is very disappointing.
What?
Even for
that's
it's
too
just
bad.
not.
What?
I feel like you could be better with the merch.
What is the logo?
It's like a mammoth with like a little tooth hanging
It's
out.
like it almost
Like a
looks
big
like the
saber tooth.
Nashville Predators kind of logo. Yeah, and the shirts are a U with like it's like supposed to be like a tooth, or the husk going through. What are they? What are those things? Are they tusks?
Tusks.
A tusk.
Yeah, the
I think
tusks.
they're
The
tusks.
tusks.
The colors
Yeah,
are kind of
the
dope, though.
tusks.
The baby
Shut
blue and
up.
black is tough. I ain't gonna lie.
I wish that they would have been the Yeti. I think there was some copyright reason why they couldn't be the
Yeah.
Yeti, but I thought the Utah Yeti would have been.
Is it because
Like,
of
that
the
would've been such a good
coolers, the
hockey
cups?
mascot.
Yes,
I don't know,
Roser.
but that'd be funny.
No, it's actually the Yeti.
It's the actual
who was
Yeti.
gonna-
The animal said no. If you do this, I will sue
He
you.
was going to sue them.
Man, that's back-to-back moments.
The
for me.
Yeti from Everest came out of his cave and
Yes.
said, I'm going to sue you if you use my
Yes.
likeness.
Well, if he
for
did,
this
that's pretty
documentary."
intimidating.
It would be. I would also back off and become the mammoth in that situation.
Yeah. So you haven't got any mammoth gear.
I have not gotten any mammoth gear. I am sitting in the offshoot hallway of the hotel here. So the reason I took the Salt Lake City leg this year and Mike Wallace was kind enough to take the Vegas leg is because I'm in a wedding in Park City on Friday. And so this lined up perfectly. And so I needed to find one night crossover because we check into the wedding hotel on Thursday. And there were like 8 trillion conferences going on. It was really hard to find a hotel room. And so I had to move out of the room that I was staying in with the Grizzlies. And my next room won't be available for another 4 hours because every hotel in the city is absolutely packed. There's a college culinary conference where all the different food vendors for all the colleges are here. So there's representatives from a ton of universities. There's an arthritis conference that I ran into. It's just, there's a lot of people. So anyway, I'm kind of homeless for a
Park
couple
City
hours,
is one of
so
my favorite places on earth.
I know you went there last.
I did.
was it
It's my kids' favorite
last
place.
summer?
Like, if you ever
Yeah.
bring up, of all the vacations we've ever been on, their favorite place is Park City. They love
That's
it.
where.
And we don't
when
even
I grew up
ski.
in Denver. We would come over. Yeah, we would as a family take a summer vacation to Park City, and it was just. Did you guys do the Alpine slide?
Yes. And
That
we
was my
did. We
favorite
always
thing when I
go.
was a
So
kid.
we always go to the place in Park City called Woodward Park, and it's like an indoor outdoor like so indoors they've got like skateboarding, BMX, trampolines, all that kind of stuff. But then the outside is slopes, so you could ski, you could snowboard, or on the other mountain is all tubing, and they have the conveyor belt that takes you to the top. And then you tube down.
Yeah.
And so you can buy these passes where you could just go tubing all day. So we don't ski, so we just go tubing all day. They love
that's
it.
awesome.
They love it. It's great. And the
Park City
tubes go,
sounds great.
the tubes go 100 million miles an hour. It's great.
Yeah, I had when we were in Salt Lake for All-Star, I had to go to that Huntsman Center for the G League Next Up game. But on the way back, we caught an Uber back to the hotel. Our Uber driver was in this freaking brand new Escalade. And turns out how he affords all this, he drives celebrities to Park City.
I bet.
He was he's Conan O'Brien's driver. It was like he showed us.
So he picked up John Rosen.
They all
picked up John and Steph Allen. He picked us up.
They all got houses there. All these celebrities got houses.
He's like, dude, these celebrities, they will just text me when they're coming in town. I'll pick them up from the airport and drive them to Park City.
It's where they do Sundance.
Yeah.
It's where it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, they all have
Didn't
places.
you say, like,
And they have another
Michael
Olympics
Jordan has a
coming
place
up.
up
Yes,
there?
everybody has a house up there.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Utah, it really feels like this area is growing. Like my mom was a Delta flight attendant, and so she was based in Salt Lake for a little bit when we lived in Denver. So we would have to come and like meet up with her. And then my dad did a year of grad school at the University of Utah. My parents lived here, and back when they lived here, like there wasn't alcohol to get, or it was like the 2% beer or whatever it was called, where it was a less alcoholic version of beer, and you couldn't drink on a Sunday, and it was just like a very the city was very influenced by the LDS Church, and now it feels like there's kind of a connection between a lot of people who aren't LDS who are here. Obviously, you still have the Mormon Church and the temples downtown and everything that comes with that, and BYU being so close too. But it does feel like a city that's put a lot of money into itself. This convention center is new. They get another Olympics. They obviously got the hockey team. I think they want a Major League Baseball team as well. So
this place I stayed at years ago, that I like, we stayed at this like condo, like this is a complex with all these condos in it, and I picked up like the pamphlet that they had of like plans for the future, and this is like right outside of Park City, because everything's blowing up around there. Because there's not that many people that live in Park City. It's all tourists.
It's tourists,
tourists, right?
Yeah.
But this place that we stayed at, there's a convention center being built out there, and then this other stuff, and then a 36-hole Tiger Woods golf course.
That's awesome.
He doesn't even have them anywhere. Wow. Like, he's got that one in Branson, Missouri that everybody goes to, Paynes Valley, but he's building a 36-hole golf course in Park City.
That's awesome. Yeah. Park City, Branson, Missouri, tourist cities. I know. Just straight tourism.
Shout out Utah, man.
Blowing up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's so hot here, though. It's like 99 degrees. I'm like,
what?
I thought I was avoiding the
Is it humidity, Jamie? Is it humidity there or just hot?
Dry. No, it's so dry, and then your throat is like,
It's 99 degrees in Park City?
That's OD.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it got 99 degrees in Park City.
I'm sorry, it's 97 degrees.
So everything is everything is completely melted, huh?
Yeah. Well, no, Park City is usually like 15 degrees cooler, so it's 99 in Salt Lake City.
But I'm saying there ain't no snow, no.
No.
All the caps are gone. Everything. If it's 99, it's gone.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
You get to see rock mountains.
Turn up. Just like you like to go hiking and stuff, though, Jess, don't it?
I do.
Not in 99.
A nice little hike to go, but I'm not going by myself in 99-degree weather. They'll find my body.
Nah, yeah, shit. They had to pick you up in a helicopter.
I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
All right, safe travels, Jess. Thanks.
Thanks, guys. You too.
Jessica Benson from the Jessica Benson Show. You can watch it and listen to it every morning at 8 o'clock on Grind City Media.
I got breaking NBA news. The 2025 NBA Cup groups have been announced.
Oh, yay.
And, throw it up there, Jalen.
Put
it on the screen, Jalen.
What's our group? He just said into our headset, this guy is the absolute worst. That's what he said.
He couldn't wait 1 second after I'm just getting Jessica Benson off here to then tell me to put something
in my
on the
headset.
screen
I just heard a human being say, "This guy is the absolute worst." And he's talking about you.
Shout out my dog, Jalen, man.
Jalen has had enough of your bull crap. He has had enough.
Enough is enough.
All right, where's our logo?
We're Group B.
Lakers, Clippers, Mavericks, Pelicans.
Two of our division foes are in the group with us. I don't understand that, but they're in the group with us.
Whatever.
Lakers and Clippers. So 2 LA trips and then
oh my
division
God. Have an easier group, Oklahoma City.
I know, right?
Gross.
Utah.
What is that?
They got to beat Minnesota? That's it?
That's it.
Oh, well, I'll tell you this. That C is hell.
Oh, yeah.
C is hell.
That's the depth.
That's Rockets, Nuggets, Warriors, Spurs, Blazers.
And Blazers are getting better.
Blazers are way better.
Yeah.
No, that is. All right, so we did better than that. We got the second one. But that top one is gross.
Yeah, that's like a bunch of wins, bro.
The
Kings are tanking, the Suns are tanking, and the Jazz are tanking.
The East is, well, the Eastern Conference is blah.
The Eastern Conference one?
Group A could be sneaky.
No, B is fun.
Yeah.
No, B's fun because it's got the Celtics, the Pistons, the Magic, and the Sixers.
And the Sixers.
There's only one rat team in there. I mean, Boston might be a rat team too, but
Brooklyn's in there. Yeah, they suck. C is all right.
No, C's the Knicks.
Yeah, you got the Knicks. I want to watch. I don't know. I like to watch them.
You just don't want to look at this and go, "That's the team coming out of that." Look, Oklahoma City's coming out of A, 100%. Clippers will be favored to win ours.
Yeah. And then C will be a dogfight.
C will be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
A will be the Cavs or the Hawks, actually.
Or the Hawks. But the Cavs will be the favorite. The Cavs will be the favorite because,
And then you probably got, I think I would say, Magic and Knicks.
Magic and Knicks, yeah.
More than likely.
Yeah. The Pistons will give a little fight.
Ours is possible, though.
Yeah, we can.
It's not. I mean, we're kind of on that, Yeah,
well, we never know what can happen. But
actually, you know what? Oklahoma City and Minnesota being in the same one is good.
Yeah.
Right? Because either of those would have been the favorites probably in another bracket. That C is brutal. God.
I got one request for the Grizzlies, bro. Just win it. Just the NBA Cup has not been good to us. I think
good.
I think we have.
Have we won a game?
I think we have won one game in the NBA Cup in 2 years or 3 years of since the birth of it. So I just asked for us to win a game this year. That's all I ask.
Small request.
Small request. That's all I got. Brother just wants a win.
All right, we are off tomorrow. So we're going to be headed out to Las Vegas for Summer League, and then we will be doing our show live on Friday from the Doghouse in Resort World.
10 a.m. Pull up
10
on
a.m.
us.
Pull up.
Yeah.
So you want to
be there or be square. Thought that was good.
I'm going home.
We'll be back to Friday, live from Resort World. Be there, be square. We gone.